What's going on, guys? IC2P here, and thank you for clicking on this video. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all of your support on recent videos. If you haven't noticed, I've been uploading pretty much every single week on Wednesdays. This is gonna be the plan going forward. We will always be uploading on Wednesday here on IC2P every single week. It will typically be a video in the Explorer mode series, but there also may be other videos like this one today. If you didn't see my video on the IC3P channel, I did a lot of the investigations game mode, which is on GeoGuessr.com. Basically, if you go to multiplayer and then go over here to investigations, you have this game mode here, which lets you watch a round from the perspective of a suspected cheater, and you get to say if they are guilty or innocent. Now, I have a lot of fun with this, so I did it for a very long time. So there are quite a few rounds that did not make the cut for the IC3P video. So this video is just going to be a lot of these reviewing cheaters and getting them hopefully banned if they are cheating, and freeing them if I think they're innocent. But I hope you enjoy, and let's catch some cheaters. And this one, 800, 900 rating, we're in moving, but this person's not moving at all. This is an easy Albania, I think. I don't think this is too much of a sus guess. 800 to 900 rating. You know, if you're in Albania, we see, first of all, we see a double blue license plate. We see a red license plate. Both of them are very common in Albania, and they're not really common anywhere else. So I don't really think this could be anything else except for Albania, and this person doesn't either. And maybe if the marker went down immediately, then it would be a sus script, but this is just a downtown capital guess. I'm gonna say not guilty. Maybe, but it's like an 800, 900 rated game. I think those players would know that type of meta, but here we go. Now we're back into the low rated games. 500, 600, we're playing movie. This looks like Finland. And let's see where our players go here. All right, this could be Sweden. What is the Godson? I'm so bad in Europe. This is a little strange. Are they Googling these roads? Are they really Googling these roads right now? They're in Sweden. They're going pretty far north. This would be a strange guess if they get the correct city here. Especially if it's not, what? Oh, wait. Is this a Google here? Oh, wait. Wait. You got to assume that's a Google, right? You got to assume that's a Google. Let's make sure there's nothing that we can see the city. Do we see the city at all? Anywhere? Linkoping. Don't see it on that sign. Swinging around. I don't see it there. Goes over, sees the sign, and I don't see the city name at all. Keep in mind, guys, this is a 500, 600 rated game. All right. This is a 500, 600 rated game. I have to say this is a guilty Google. I have to say maybe there's some sort of like poll here that's regional to the city of Linkoping, but a 500, 600 rated player would not know that. They would not know. Like if this was like a certain signpost for only that one city in Sweden, which I don't think exists, but maybe it does. That has to be a guilty Google. Submit. It could even be a script there, but we'll assume it's a Google because they stare at that sign for a long time. Next round, we have what appears to be Austria. This is a 1200 to 1300 rated. Oh, are we in low cam? Okay, are we in low cam here? Switz. Let's take a look. We do have low cam. So I think this is a perfectly fine guess. This is in the Champions division. This person could even be higher than me. No, I think I'm over 1300. I think I'm over 1300 rating. Sure, surely. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this. Zurich seems to have a lot of Generation 4 coverage there, especially, I'm not sure when this was taken. Maybe this was before the new Gen 4 came, but before, Gen 4 was really only around like Zurich and maybe Bern a little bit, and only in the north. So it's a very reasonable guess. I'm going to say not guilty, especially at that sort of skill level. I feel like most players would get that. So not guilty. It was just an insta send. No need to move around with that kind of behavior coming around here. And here we have an 800 to 900. We have a SK, which is Slovakia. Gonna guess into Bratislava there, and it is Bratislava. Yeah, I don't think this is too crazy of a guess. Just going into the capital, right? Just going into the capital. I don't think this is a cheat there. Just found the domain, went for it. Now this one could be interesting because this looks like Malaysia or something. They open up the map immediately. It's 500, 600 rating moving here. I think we're in Malaysia, and their moving is sus. And why is the map so small down there? Oh, and the marker comes in immediately into Kuala Lumpur over here in the far east. And let's see where this ends up being, right where their marker clicked. Because we are witnessing scripting happening live. Let's take a look here. So the guess actually did not come in right away at the beginning of the round. But right when they opened their map, look, boom. That's when the script activated right there. And then they open it, and they're going to zoom in. They're not going to click immediately. They're going to let us zoom in. And as you can see, it's right above the P there. Right above the P in that little loop. And that's exactly where the round was. It's exactly where the round was. That's an easy script. Easy script. Not guilty for Googling, but that's an easy script right there. That's a good report. Hopefully that person gets banned. Double yellow lines. This is fun. This is very fun. I enjoy this. We're in the movie 700, 800. I kind of like reviewing the lower rated players because it's like, you know, it could be a little bit sus if they make an insanely good guess, you know? But here we have some place names. Walton, Windsor, Maitland, Shebenkadi, and Burnt Cove. Taking a look at all the signs here. They have not opened the map quite yet. I'm not really sure what place we are in right now. I think we're in Canada. But it is a little bit sus that they're taking so long staring at this sign. People don't stare at signs if they're not Googling. You know, if you're playing the game legitly, you don't stare at signs like this. You look at it for a split second, and then you open up the map. Now, this person immediately going into the right area here and has found the area immediately. Found the 215, and there's Walton, right? So I can only imagine this is probably a script right here. Not a script, a Google. I just can't imagine this is not. They open up the map immediately, and they're cruising down the road. They're not looking for anything. Either way, they zoomed in right on the right area. Either they're Canadian or they're Googling. And I think it's a Google. The movement, when you rewind, the movement doesn't like work. It's kind of hard to judge if somebody is actually cheating or not. Sometimes it's very easy, but some people are pretty good at figuring it out. But here you have Canagua, which is probably the town that they're in. This person's going to go back to the beginning. We're watching a fairly good player here, 1,000 to 1,100. Going to find Campeche there. So I think that's all that this person needs. Wait, what? Going into Argentina. I thought this was Mexico. Is this Mexico or what's going on here? We see Campeche, which is a Mexican state. So let's see what happens here. We're in moving. Maybe they figure it out. I'm not sure why this person is accused of cheating so far. I'm really not too sure. I thought we had enough information there to even get a good guess. We had the state and I think the city. And now this person's going to go up to Campeche randomly and get a good guess. That was a little strange. Why did that person randomly decide here to go to Mexico? There's nothing here that they didn't already see. This is very strange. Maybe this poll is a Mexican poll. This person saw a Mexican poll, but this guess is a little strange. To be fair, they clicked in the middle of Campeche, so you can't really say anything. And what did they Google? I don't know. Did they Google the state of Mexico? If you don't know that, I mean, I'm gonna say not. I don't think it's a script. I don't think it's a script. I don't think it's a Google either. It's just kind of a weird round, honestly. It is a little weird, but I'm gonna say not guilty for that one. All right, here we go. This is our first one, less than 500 rating. This is going to be moving, I think, because all of the games are moving when you're under 500. Maybe even like silver and lower, it's all moving. But definitely going to be in South Korea here. We have a lot of language. We have plenty of clues here for South Korea, I think. Okay, we're zooming in far to this sign. I could see this becoming a Google event right here. Not looking at anything else. Normally, somebody who's less than 500 is going to be looking around, trying to take in as much as they can. They're not going to be looking at the street signs as much because they're not trying. They're just trying to get the right country. They're not trying to 5K when you're under 500. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a little bit sus. Hasn't opened the map either, which is again extremely sus here. Finally opens the map and goes into Southeast Asia. Maybe doesn't know where South Korea is. But has probably Googled, goes into Ulsan, which is a place that you would never guess unless you Googled it. I feel like you would never guess this location, and they're zooming in very far. Why are they zooming in so far? And that looks like the place that we're looking at right there. So this could be a Google. I think this could be a Google here. We have a lock in, I think, right there. And let's see. Yeah, that might be a Google there. That might be a Google. Yeah, I think it's a Google. You wouldn't get that type of gameplay in less than 500 rating. Like, and zoomed in immediately there. Like, it's not happening. I'm sorry. That's a guilty Google. We're actually getting a lot more guilties than I thought we would get today. But here we have another 600, 700 rated player. Looks like it's going to be a long round here. We have this bar's not moving too fast, but we are moving here. And is this Italy? I'm not too sure what this is at this time. We're heading down the mountain, which is a pretty good strategy. Usually you want to head down because that's, chances are you'll find a sign faster than if you go up. We see some architecture here. And what else are we going to see here? We have some place names. This is not going to be Italy. And this is looking like a potential Google as of right now. Biskupek Zielinski. This is like Slovenia, Czechia, Slovakia type of thing. I don't know which language it is technically, but let's see if this person knows. We're heading into Europe right now. Going into Slovenia, which I think is a very reasonable guess, and is just staring at this sign here. I think this is a Google. There's no reason to be staring at signs for this long, folks. If you're a Googler, like, this is just very obvious. This is just very, very obvious. And now we have absolutely nothing happening on that. We had nothing happening on the map for a very long time. We are now going into Croatia, which also very well could be. See, I don't even know what country we're in right now based on the information this person has provided me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just looking at this one sign here, and we have a lock-in, and it's right there. I mean, what is that? Oh my, look how small this place is. I mean, this person didn't even zoom in far enough to be able to see this word. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's an easy guilty Google there. That's just a guilty Google. You can't be Googling like that. And here we have what appears to be is this like Albania or something? Montenegro, perhaps. Let's see. Source of the river. Okay, this might be a Google as well. Hotel Babin Zuba. Zuba. Are we really Googling that right now? This is blurred out. This word here is blurred out. And most of this is blurred out as well. And this is a hotel. I think most players would not be looking at that right now. And we have a Serbia guess, and it is Serbia. Paris. So where is the hotel Babin Zuba? Did they click on it, essentially? I don't see it right now. I don't see it. I guess it would be to the north of the location, which they did click north of the location. So, in theory, yeah, it would be along this road somewhere. And I'm not going to be able to find it on the map here. I could Google it myself, actually. Should I become a Googler here? All right, so the Hotel Babin Zub, as you can see here, let's get to the map here. And let's see. So they probably clicked right on the map, and then they zoomed out, and they saw that it was up here in this little mountain range. And then they went and they clicked in that same area. On the same road? Not on the same road. Yeah, they went and they clicked over here. So I don't know. Maybe this is not a Google because they didn't click in the right area, really. If they were to Google, why not click more over here, but maybe they just zoomed out and saw a niche and just clicked over here somewhere. I can't say for sure this is a Google or not. I think it probably is, but I'm going to say insufficient evidence at this time because, if they knew it was Serbia, which let's actually cancel and make sure that they knew it's Serbia. So first of all, is this the back of the car or is this the front? Because if you do a little 360 here, we see there's no antenna, which is a Serbia and North Macedonia thing. And then you have this type of signage which I don't feel like you would see North Macedonia. Also, there's just more coverage in Serbia than there is in North Mac. I think it's reasonable for 600, 700 rated player though. See, that's where it gets me, because like I don't think somebody at that level would be able to get this type of round. Maybe we'll say insufficient evidence here. We're Googling. Maybe I think maybe it could be a guilty. I'll just say insufficient evidence, because like reasonably you could make that guess. It was hilly Serbia. You go south, right? All right, next one here we have NMPZ gameplay from 1300 plus, which is a pretty high rated player. Yeah, I don't think there's anything sus about this one so far. If it's NMPZ, how can you really say what this is? They zoom into Peru, which I think this is Peru. And they go a little bit more south. Let's see where it ends up being. It's sort of north. I don't think that's really how is that? I don't think that's really anything. We have these guardrails here, which are Peruvian. The car makes sense. I mean, you could see this could be maybe Colombia, but you know, they went Peru, and it was Peru, and it was not even a really good guess. I'm gonna say not guilty. Actually, at that rated player, I feel like they should get the right country. But here we have no moving. High level player again. We're gonna be in Israel here, and let's see what happens. They're gonna go right about there, and they're gonna plonk it. It was a very close guess, but to be fair, we're at 1300 plus. We just have somebody who's insta guessing essentially. It's no moving. They turn around, they see the car, they see the license plate. They're just gonna drop it there. It is a strange guess. I feel like most people would hedge maybe more north, but it's reasonable. Not guilty. Can't say anything sus about that. We're on to the next one, and here we have another round. 900 to 1000 rated player here. What are they doing? Not too sure. We are in moving, and this should be something like North Europe again. This is a little strange. I'm not sure what they see there. They stopped to read it. I don't think anything is sus so far. There's a lot to read there, so staring at it for that long, it seems reasonable. They're moving down the road, and they see a map or something here. Let's take a look. And we do have a neighborhood. This has to be a neighborhood, but that says something right there. Uppsalahem, which I believe is Uppsala is a Swedish town. So if they guess there, I won't be too sus. But also, they were kind of Googling, weren't they? They are gonna click in Uppsala, and it was there. They were looking at the map for a while, but maybe they just didn't notice. They were just looking at this word here, and they were like, what's that? I don't know. Not guilty for a script. Is this a Google? I think it's not guilty. I think it's not. I think most players know where that city is. So we're going to submit. What's the rated here? 900 to 1000. I think most players are going to know where Uppsala is. Not guilty. All right, here we have India. It's an 800, 900 rated player. Gonna plonk it in north, and it's not that good of a guess. See, I don't know why this was reported. You know, India is a fairly easy country to guess because there's a lot of metas for it, especially the shit cam, and they knew it. You know, they knew it was India, and here we have Nigeria. I think. Let's see here. It's no moving again. 700 to 800. We have plenty of information here to get Nigeria. There's no information to Google here. But let's see where they go. I'm just gonna go capital here. Let's take a look. They are looking around. They see the cop car. They're really looking at all of Nigeria here, and they finally make a guess, and it's not even that good of a guess. I'm not sure why this person was reported for cheating. It was an easy Nigeria, even at this level play. I feel like a police car chasing you is definitely something that you learn early on. It's one of the beginner tips and tricks of GeoGuessr. So I gotta go not guilty. And we're heading to the next case. We have what appears to be Malta. You can get this NMPZ with this trick. Not sure how to say that still. I know someone told me how to say it, but I actually forgot. But yes, Malta, once you know what Malta is and you know it's in the game, it's usually pretty easy to get. They drive on the left, just pretty rare to see in Europe. You know, it's usually just UK, Ireland type of thing. But it's also in Malta. And those places look very different. So you can clearly see we're driving on the left in this location. And I can't imagine we're going to see any cheating happening here. I'm not really sure who would Google in Malta. This is an 800, 900 rated player. I feel like they know about Malta. I feel like at that level, you got to know about Malta being in the game a little bit, right? But it seems like neither player in this game does. And we have Valletta and Gozo, which are two big places. Two big places in Malta. And apparently this person does not know, or they're trying to 5K or something. I'm not really too sure. We're zooming in on the flag. So maybe this person doesn't know what country that we're currently in. I mean, if you're zooming onto that flag, if you knew that we were in Malta, you probably know what the Malta flag looks like, and it looks like that. Has the same colors and stuff. But let's see where they go. Are they lining up a road here? All right, we have a sign here now, and it would appear that we're staring at this sign for quite a long time, which is a little bit sus. It's a little bit sus. Let's see where they go. Are they just going to guess immediately after staring at this sign for a long time? If they do, I think that might be a Google. They're zooming in onto the map. They're going Iceland. They're going Iceland here. How is that? How is that a... Oh my God, guys, they went Iceland. Why was this reported for cheating? I mean, what happens if you Google these places here? I wonder. So if you look up the first place, it literally says town in Malta. I don't see anything here about Iceland, so it's very, very strange why they clicked Iceland if they were Googling. So I'm going to submit my verdict here. I'm going to say not guilty on all accounts. This person is innocent. Let them go. Next up, we have what appears to be Russia. We're in no move. This is 1300 plus, so this is a good game. They're looking at, what are they looking at here? What was that? Looking at the copyrights. They are looking at the antenna now, which is something that a 1300 player would do. So far, nothing too sus about this. This could be someone Malden a little bit. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. There are some very good Russia players out there that could get this. It's no moving. You know, we haven't seen this person line up the road. Let's see here. Looking at the antenna again. And it's down there. How is that a... It's not even a good guess for a 1300 player, really. Yeah, I'm going to say not guilty. Why was that reported? Why was that reported? Thank you for watching today's video, guys. I really do appreciate you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed. I have nothing more to say other than don't cheat in GeoGuessr. Nobody likes you if you do, and everybody will like you if you don't. It's just that easy. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.